Hey everyone, how are you all? Welcome back. Basically, I want to publish my first video to my channel, Faceless Confessions. So basically, मैंने ये चैनल क्यों स्टार्ट किया? क्योंकि मतलब हम सब की दुनिया में राइट, हम सब दुनिया में एज एन लाइक इस दुनिया में कई ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके दिमाग में दिल में बहुत सी चीज़ें होती हैं जो रखी रहती हैं. सो आई वांटेड टू बी अ फेस फॉर देम. आई वांटेड टू कन्वे few of the stories which they have faced in their life. I want to उसमें से कुछ solutions लाना चाहता हूँ so that they can bring it in their life and कुछ benefit हो सके. Basically they can get out of that zone whatever they think out every single day. So that's the reason I started this channel. So आज इसी चैनल को start करते हुए let me bring you guys with one of the story of one of my friend. Since it's like faceless right confessions, so I don't want to reveal anyone's name over here. Whatever stories will gonna come going forward, they will be unnamed, unknown, always. So let's go. So this story is about a person who was a innocent guy, innocent as in like from birth. It was like he was living a life in a mid family where he was not being he was ignoring his things, ignoring as in like whatever needs are of his, he was probably ignoring those things and not giving priority to himself. Rather than that, he was giving priority to his family always from the start. He was understanding that whatever things he is having right now today, probably he don't have that much capability to get it from his parents, because it's like he's born and brought up in that material family. So from that time itself he was always मतलब अपनी इच्छाओं को वो मार रहा था. It's just like whenever he wants to get sort of like, I'm just telling you about smaller things like video games he wanted to play, cycle he wanted like when he used to see their friends around when they used to eat in the canteen, he wanted to have that privilege. All those things he was not having. So it was like he spent his life in that way, and like suddenly a moment came in his life where he got a craze about having a girl in his life, probably, or going into a relationship sort of thing. So in school he was having a crush. Again, it was just a crush, right? Crush everyone has. Even you guys will have a crush. Everyone. Because the moment we see an opposite gender, like we get attracted to one. That's a common thing. So in the same way, this person got attracted to one of the girls in his school, and then probably one day he went to one of the marriages in his village, and they found a girl like to whom he was also got to whom he was interested, and the girl was also interested. So probably they had an interaction over there, an eye interaction, and then probably the guy approached to that girl via one of her family members, and then they started having a conversation via Facebook, because that was the time when we don't used to have these sort of platforms like Instagram and all. I guess it was not there. That's what he told, or probably he has not used it, or that was not his privilege, that he was not having a privilege to use those things. So he used Facebook for that, and then sent a request, got approved, and then they started having a hi hello conversations. He used to go to the cafes, having the conversations, starting in this way, having a good morning, good nights, like every couple used to do, right? So all those things he started. So going forward, what happened was like suddenly a day was there when he was going, basically that guy was going to fill the cylinders, since previously, today like we used to get the cylinders at our home being delivered, right? Previously what used to happen was like there will be a long queue being लंबी लाइन लगती थी जहाँ पे जाके हम सिलेंडर्स लेते थे. In the same way, that guy from being a medieval family, right, वो अपनी जाता था सिलेंडर्स लेके साइकिल में, and then वहाँ जाके he used to fill it out. So that day suddenly like he thought to tell his feelings to that girl, and he spoke those things, and probably after a month they got into the relationship. Once they got into the relationship, that guy started, like slowly that guy started falling more and more with the days. That guy told his mom that मतलब उसे पसंद है लड़की, and then mom asked कि यार अभी तेरी उम्र ही क्या हुई है, like all these things, like they will be there, right? हमारी families में ये चीज़ें आती हैं, like if the families are not that open minded, so ये सारे concerns आते हैं, but still that guy opened up and spoke up, ये सारी चीज़ें उसने बता दी. ठीक है, मॉम ने बोला कि यार ठीक है, तो अभी फिलहाल पढ़ाई पे फोकस कर, व्हाटएवर थिंग्स यू वांट टू डू, बातें करनी है कर, व्हाटएवर थिंग्स यू वांट टू डू, बट ये सारे कंक्लूजन्स यू शुड नॉट ब्रिंग अप राइट नाउ, एटलीस्ट स्पेंड सम टाइम. ऑल दीज थिंग्स हैपेंड एंड देन दैट गाय स्पेंडेड सम टाइम. उसके बाद बातें हुई थोड़ा टाइम, लाइक दे स्पेंडेड एन ईयर टुगेदर, ईयर और probably 8 months together. After an 8 months or an year, that guy got to know that girl was having relationships with multiple other guys. So guys, just think about it. What does that means to you? Like, जब ये सारी चीज़ें तुम्हारे दिमाग में आती है, right? क्या सोचोगे तुम? You'll get break up, like तुम टूट जाओगे अच्छे से. And that guy also got broken up into pieces. सच में बट गया था वो अच्छे से कि यार, even today if he remembers that story, वो खत्म है. So I think that was the day when he got to know about these things over Facebook itself. He had a fight with those guys, fight as in like verbal fight, by like on that platform itself. वहीं पे बातें हुई सब. Then they had a meetup. उन लोगों के साथ meetup हुआ, बातें हुई. They discussed कि यार ये तो I am with that girl. That guy said I am with that girl. So that particular time they discussed and then came to a conclusion that they all were being played. So in that way, that guy was being fooled. And probably that guy was giving his full heart, full attention to that girl, but again, nothing was there. Eventually, it was just a waste of time, waste of emotions that has been given by them. So all these happened. After that, a guy got few of the gifts from that girl. In the same way, the guy has given a lot of gifts to that girl. A sense that was childhood love, right? Childhood में you don't have that much money. बताया था मैंने, like he was from the medieval, right? Middle class family. तो अब जब तुम middle class family से होते हो, right? तो वहाँ पे छोटे-छोटे गिफ्ट बहुत ज़्यादा मैटर करते हैं. Like what? Like एक प्यार को what I think is, what I understand is like love never needs these expensive gifts. What we can do is like even a small set of rose, even a small set of care which we do when that like partner gets being hurted up, or probably वो रो रहा है इंसान, even if you can spend that time with that person, I think that's more than enough. That's the real true relationship, और उसी को असली प्यार बोल सकते हैं. Giving gifts, like all these things जहाँ पे बड़ी बड़ी चीज़ें आती है, expensiveness, like all these things never classify your love. I think at the end of the day, how much a person earns will never gonna give you a value that how much a person loves you. Money not equals to love, for sure. That is what I understand. So that day, what that guy did was, whatever the gifts he got, उसने वो सारे गिफ्ट्स पकड़े, उठाए, and then he went to that girl's house with his relative, like with whom, जिससे बात करने के बाद, कंसल्ट करने के बाद मिला था वैसे, गया उसको लेके, and then he went to that girl's house. वहाँ जाके उसने सारी चीज़ें रिटर्न करी, and then ensured that after this nothing happens, or he don't need to go back to that way. उसके बाद he started his graduation, उसने अपनी लाइफ कंटिन्यू बैक करी. He took some time, लगा उसे टाइम, ऑब्वियसली हर किसी को लगेगा, and you give some time to a girl, right? कहीं भी, it's not about a girl, even if you spend the time with your family, कहीं भी हो, you will be getting like attached to some things. So वो attachment खत्म करने के लिए you take some time. So the moral of this story is that when you say that you love a person, never ever take this judgment very quickly, because love is something that you can classify, that you get with time. Love is never being defined by future predictions or future commitments which a person gives, because in this case, this person gave the future commitment to you. You never know. अगर वो कमिटमेंट दे देता उसके बाद ये चीज़ उसको बाद में पता लगती. What do you think? Is that a good way? No, right? उसको अपना सब कुछ like from his side give his full efforts, right? But again, this story is like, I'm not speaking this to being on one part. It can be happen with that girl too. But again, all of these things, why I'm telling is, एक प्यार जब तुम बोलते हो, जब तुम कहते हो कि I love someone, take some time, spend some time, understand that person. See whether you fit in over there or whether that person can fit in with your thoughts, with your communications, all these things. Like बहुत चीज़ें मैटर करती हैं. तब जाके this thing of future commitments and all these things. अब पहले दिन मिले and then suddenly you will be like, अरे यार आज तो प्यार हो गया. This is not love. That's what I understand. So guys, this was the story of a guy who gave his all efforts, eventually nothing. So for you guys, a small tip for the day is कभी भी प्यार करो, कभी भी किसी से अट्रैक्ट करो, थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड करो, किसी को जानो, पहचानो, what to do, what to not. जानने पहचानने के बाद थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड करने के बाद you're gonna get to know, you'll be clarified. और वो जानना is not about 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. All these things come with the time. So never ever make yourself too attached to anything until and unless you get that assurance. Remember this. Things needs to be attached only when you get that importance, when you get that clarity that this person will not gonna break you down, this person will not gonna break your mind. All these things give you that assurity. Future commitments never ever, because अब तुम देख रहे होगे, I guess all of you, that कितने लोग हैं ऐसे जो commitments देते हैं. Even we guys, like we are seeing these celebrities, right, staying like being there for 3 years और उसके बाद alimony, breakups, like all these things are not staying for longer, right? ये सब तब चलेंगी when you want to, when these two people who stay together, partners, they can make it happen, right? So that's the day, like that's the tip of the day. Love with loyalty, love with respect, love with emotions, love with care. That is must. Love with money will never gonna happen. It will just gonna stay for a shorter duration of time. So guys, till then, smile and yes, let me know if you have any hidden stories. I'll be happy to speak it out for you. And don't worry, everything will gonna be faceless. You are never ever gonna be there. Thanks guys for staying here, for listening to me. Till then, enjoy and see ya. Bye.